All right. Test this thing out. Let's see. Okay. There we go. It's cranked up. Already got a like, man. Shoot. 27 seconds in, man. I appreciate it. Uh, Man, let me give you an update about what's going on and stuff. I don't know if it's going to be some good news. It's going to be some good news to people. But just what they got going on and stuff, man. I'm back in the shop again over here in Freightliner, Hartford. And they sent... You know, the light came on this morning. My light came on this morning, got the same fault code, the SPN 61 46 4664-18 NOx efficiency fault. What they did, they ran through all the tests and stuff, come back clean. Even though I got an MIL light and stuff, they saying that the code isn't active. All right. So they took the information that they got from the truck and they sent it off to Detroit, where they're gonna make a determination on what needs to be done with the truck. So what had happened was, I guess somebody got a wind of what I was gonna do. Somebody got a wind of what I was gonna do and stuff, right? So they let me know what kind of system that they got set up now and stuff. This is what Detroit's doing. I'm gonna check and see if Cummins is doing it, but I definitely know Detroit is doing it because I seen I seen it for myself, and then I spoke to the representative at Freightliner, which is the one who told me about the whole thing. All right, what they doing with the one box system, right? What they're doing with your one box system is that if your one box system fails, then what they want to do, they want to take your old one box system, and whatever the one box system is, you're gonna be paying half price. Right now, Detroit is selling theirs for $8,400. They're selling for $8,400. And you pay half of that, and then they're also gonna give you another discount, which is gonna put you in the range of about $3,200. So it's $3,200 for a reman one box system, because you know you don't get anything new anymore and stuff. Everything is reman, and so they let's see, this one box system is gonna come with a couple years warranty on it. It's gonna come with a couple years warranty, but the catch is that you have to purchase new filters. That's the catch. In order for you to qualify to get you a new one box, you have to buy new filters. Unless in a case where you just purchase filters and stuff like myself, and you got the proof, then but for the most part, you gotta buy new filters, which is gonna take it up to about 42 for brand new one. So that's a new one box, new filters. So they caught on to what I was gonna do. They know I mean, they seen it in my eyes and stuff like that. They heard it through the grapevine and stuff, and I ain't making no secret. I didn't make it no secret and stuff, man. What I was gonna do, because I was just tired of it. I'm tired of just spending all this money and not having no kind of return and stuff in the process. So, they shot me that information there, and it really put me at ease. It really put me at ease and stuff. And so, like I said, they shot the information up. I'll hear something back by Wednesday. But as it stands now, I don't have any kind of active codes and stuff with the truck. But you know, it is one up there, and it is dealing with the NOx efficiency fault, but they assured me that it wasn't going to derate. So, you know, they say, man, you know, we appreciate your patience and stuff. You not coming in here flipping out on us or nothing like that. You know, which I say, in turn, you know, is, you know, I do get upset. I do get upset. I do. Cuz, fuss, and rage saying, but I'm not gonna do it inside this business. I'm not gonna do it in this business place where you got my truck. You know, I'm not gonna do it there and stuff. It's just a lot of things, you know, in the industry, you just get used to. You know, just like, you know, you drive trucks, you're gonna eat fast food, and you know somebody gonna sit there and get your order wrong and stuff. You know, in fact, they're gonna get it wrong a lot. You know, you ask people, hey, listen, I want a cheeseburger, no onions, no pickles. And what happens? You got pickles and onions up there and stuff. So what do? I just go, open the burger up, just remove the stuff myself and go and eat. That's that. You know, some stuff you just get used to. But, you know, in this setting here and stuff, I mean, you know, you're talking about my business. You're talking about my business, and you got my whole livelihood and stuff inside your facility. And you know, I can't have people in the wrong mood set and stuff, you know, when you go and tearing open my stuff, you know, to work on it, cause I got a bad attitude and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I'm upset and I'm losing money. You know, I'm losing money. I got to call brokers and stuff like that, but you know, at the same time, this is trucking, and that, you know, these things happen, unfortunately, and stuff. I mean, you know, you're gonna have breakdowns, you're gonna have all sorts of things under the sun and stuff, and anybody that got some experience in this gonna know that, you know. So if somebody comes at you and stuff, and if somebody comes at you and it's in a disrespectful demeanor, you know, you just remind them, hey, listen, you know, this isn't the first time. This isn't the first time this happened, and it ain't gonna be the last. You know, so we don't have to do the back. Let's see, is that price included? Yes, it does. Yep, that includes labor. Because, all right, they're eating the labor. They're eating the labor on that because a lot of people going. They just deleting their system. They're just deleting them, and they're being successful at doing it. And so, you know, what you pay for is, because for you to have a one box issue is you pretty much done went through the whole. You don't went through the whole thing like me, right? You don't went through the whole thing and stuff, and you got the verification to prove it. It's that, man, listen, I got all these issues dealing with my emissions. So the offset is that they sell you the one box. They sell you the one box, and they eat the labor. They eat the labor, they eat the diagnosis and stuff like that, but you got to eat the filter though. That's the thing there and stuff. You got to eat those filters. So you can't transfer what you got over to the other one, because you don't know, you know, especially if you got you know, you might have 50%, stuff like that. And so, you know, you want to start off fresh. You want to start off fresh, and I can totally understand it. So yeah, that's the deal there and stuff. They're eating the cost. They're eating the cost of the labor, and they just want you to get this emission system because they know it's just been a large amount of people and stuff that's been doing like an exodus, so to speak, and just removing it and getting into you know, just getting into going without the emission system and stuff like that, you know. And regardless of what people say about law enforcement, I would delete anything under 215. Can't trust. I told you, you know what, and I totally understand that. I totally understand that. What's going on? Just got in. Got your audio as I'm driving. What's the update? Okay, all right. Let's see. So let's go back to the beginning. As I was explaining, is that Detroit, I know Detroit is doing it, where if you're having issues with your emission system, right, and it's going to go, it's basically going to go to your one box, right? It's all going to lead to your one box. Is that Detroit is saying is that they would change your one box. And you know, a lot of people say, you know, one box system is about $12,000, $13,000, $14,000, stuff like that. No, it's the one box is going to cost you $3,200, excuse me, $3,200 for the one box. But the catch is that you have to buy new filters. You have to get well, not the new filters, but you have to buy filters. You have to buy the DPF filters at the time that you get the one box, because they want to start off fresh. They're putting a warranty on it, you know, real extended warranty on it. So, you know, once it's up there, and that's that. So, you know, that means no more money out of your pocket, you know, that you have to spend. It's just basically what, you know, just a little downtime to get whatever you need fixed, because they just sent all my information off to Detroit, where they're gonna make the decision probably Monday. And so they're saying that, you know, everything on my emission system has been changed except the one box. So whatever they decide to change on it, you know, it's no cost to me. You know, it's no more diagnostics, no more parts, none of that stuff. The only thing that, yeah, that's it. Everything on my emission system that has been changed, that can be changed, is changed. So, and what they're saying is that people that have the same problems and stuff, let's see where you at. I am in Hartford, Connecticut. I'm in Hartford, Connecticut, on my way down to Oxford, North Carolina. In fact, I supposed to be delivering there tonight. I supposed to be delivering there tonight at 8 o'clock and stuff, but you know, the light came on. The light came on, and I went through my little motions and stuff like that, but I sucked it up, came on over here, did what I had to do. And so that's where I stand there and stuff. So anyway, that's what Detroit is doing and stuff. They're saying that they are going to give they're going to give you one box, but you have to buy the filters. You have to buy the filters and stuff. And so, you know, the one box is $3,200. So people that's talking about, you know, $12,000, $13,000 for one box, they actually started this a while back. They actually started this a while back and stuff. So, you know, how you qualify for it is if you have the same issues just like I'm having. Anything that's dealing with your emission system. If you change the NOx sensor, you still get the NOx efficiency fault. If you change the dosing system, if you changed anything that's dealing with your after treatment system, if you changed it and then they follow it back all the way to that one box and the one box failed, then you know, which is the worst of worst. But the thing is that it's not a $12,000, $13,000 system anymore. So with that, it's really gonna start changing the dynamics of how trucking and stuff is done. Because, you know, if they're doing this officially from Detroit, then you can imagine that anyone and stuff like junkyards and stuff, I believe, I'm really strong going to believe that there are going to be some aftermarket one box systems that's going to be made. And, you know, and if it's 36 from Detroit, then you can imagine it's probably going to be like 1,500, 1,600 from, you know, from anybody else. So the prices are going to be dropping significantly. And if I know Detroit is doing it, then, you know, Cummins is going to be right behind it, you know, because what they're saying is that they know it's enough people that's out here doing deletes, and they're being successful at it. There's not enough enforcement out here to catch everybody. It's not, you know, contrary to most people believe and stuff, you know, they pretty much, when you got so good at something, right? When you got so good at something, and yet you're losing your customer base to people saying that I want a pre-emission truck, then you just got to follow through and stuff. It's just like the housing market crash. Is that, you know, you had something that was out here, people jumped at it, and it was just, you know, it was a disaster waiting to happen. And so with that disaster now, relief has got to come in, because now it's affecting everybody. It's affecting the driver's bottom line, which in turn is going to affect, you know, the mechanics, truck sales, their bottom lines and stuff as well. And so, you know, they just gotta, they just are being fair now and stuff, and they're going to put things out here more fairly. So it kind of changes my perspective a little bit. And the reason why I got to do it is because they got me on the hook now. You know, they got me on the hook now and stuff. They monitor my truck. They know what's going on. They know what I was going to do. And they're just telling me, you know, no, just don't do it, man. Look, hey, this is what we got right here and stuff like that. And so, again, I'm not urging people to say, give the emission system a try. I did that. You know, I did that and stuff, and it just, you know, it seems like when it comes to this measure here where I said that, screw it, I'm done, I'm going down here, I'm getting it deleted now, you know, it's a change of heart and stuff, like a bad relationship, you know, like a bad relationship. I mean, you're in one and a person said that they're going to change, but they don't change, and then when they see that you serious and you packing your bags up and you leaving and you done, then they make that one final plea and stuff, you know, which is what you wanted from the beginning, was to be treated with some respect, you know. And so this is no different. You know, you want to be treated with some respect. You want to make sure that your money counts and stuff. I mean, you know, hey, things going to happen out here. You know, I wish everyone can get that perfect truck and you don't have to worry about any kind of breakdowns, and, you know, you can put away all the money that you need to make and stuff. But, you know, that's just not the reality we live in. You know, these things break down and stuff, but, you know, you shouldn't have to be coming to a shop and have to be paying something astronomical, you know, because, I mean, the business is good. Don't get me wrong. The business is good, but just because the business is good, you know, you don't throw millionaire prices out here and stuff, because we're not millionaires, okay? We're not millionaires and stuff. We can, you know, our budget is a little bit different, but that's because some things and stuff we just don't do, like people that's home every day. You know, if you have a home, then you know, your energy bill isn't going to be as high, gas bill isn't going to be as high. The things that you do at home is not going to be as high because you're out here on the road. You know, I don't pay for anything but tires. 2019. Okay, then you went the right way, which was to get you a brand new truck right off the rip. You know, which is what I was explaining to the other driver that was in there. You know, he you know, he's talking about trading his truck in and stuff. And I told him, I said, either go one of two ways. I said, either get you a brand new truck, go and get you one brand new and be done with it, or get you, he's talking about getting an older truck and stuff. I said, if you get something older, get something old where you don't have to put a lot of money into it as far as purchasing it, and then just buy your stuff straight out. Like, you know, you get your truck, he said he wanted a 9400 International, which is, you know, you can find those trucks fairly cheap. Let's see, I had a 07 was killing me. They paid everything, even oil changes. What, for the 07 or for that 2019? But yeah, that 9400 he was talking about purchasing and stuff, you know, that's the Pro Sleep. Oh, okay, all right, 2019. All right, got you. Yeah. Then yeah, because if you know, just like in your case and stuff, is that a lot of people complain because they say, well, I don't want a high truck payment. Well, your truck payment is high, true, but you got a brand new truck. You're the first one that's in it, so the life is going to be based upon what you write. Let's see, high payments, but I'm not paying for maintenance. Okay, there you go. See, so your maintenance is pretty much included inside of your payments. So, you know, with your maintenance being in there, right? You know, it still evens out to the same thing, and that's what you have to explain. It still evens out to the same thing. It's just, you know, if it goes down, it's not costing you nothing up front because you already paying. You're paying into it. You know, you're paying into it and stuff. Because you paying into it, you know, people, they look at the glass half empty and say, oh man, but look at all this money. Right. But, you know, I'd rather pay into something and know that I'm going to be in this. And know I'm going to be in this and stuff. And then, you know, you can really say, at the end of the day, what's a profit and what's not. Because, you know, the business aspect of things is already being taken care of. You know, it's all, you know, bundled into one thing and stuff where you can take care of it. And then, you know, if something goes down, okay, well, you still have an escrow, but your escrow is based upon you to take care of things, you know, like your bills or motel room and stuff like that for a few days, and they're gonna go and jump on what they need to jump on, and then you're out of there. You know, so I say, you know, for those, either do that, or if you get you an older truck and then you replace everything yourself. That way you know what you got into it. So, you know, you're talking about getting a older truck. Let's see, sounds good to own, but really it's more profitable to buy new and flip. Yeah. If you are the type of person, I mean, a lot of people do that. You know, just like with cars and stuff like that. I mean, it's a business. You know, it's a business because, you know, if you pay your truck off, right? Those are good points. Didn't even think about that. Okay. If you pay your truck off, right, it puts you in a brand new pay scale altogether. And see, at first it's going to seem like a good thing. You know, you got more money coming to you. You got more money coming to you and stuff. But the thing is, it's just like, you know, just like people who hit the lottery. You know, when you're in one position, right, and then your whole pay scale just changes, right? If you're not prepared and stuff and have some foresight about the future, then that money that you have, now you're gonna have to give it all up, because you have it, but then you're gonna do things that's gonna accumulate taxes for you. You know, you got the truck and the truck's running good and stuff like that, but then the first thing people do, well, instead of me, you know, and there's nothing wrong with getting a Cadillac or Mercedes-Benz or BMW and stuff like that, but people get too carried away with it. They get too carried away with it and stuff, and now you got this car, but yet you still into your business where you're driving your truck, and now you got this expensive car sitting in this house, and what happens? It starts to attract people, and it puts you in a light that you're really not trying to be in, even though you want to be comfortable. You're like, well, hey, listen, I like nice things. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having nice things. But the problem with having nice things, it puts a target on you, and it makes you become a person that you're not. You're not a millionaire. You're just a person who takes his money and, you know, kind of get things, you kind of get things, you know, but they're not looking at all the hard work that went into that. All the hard work and ingenuity, you know, the time spent out there and stuff, you know, to make the revenue. And so, you know, you want to bask in your wealth sometime and stuff, but it just puts you, it puts you in a very, it just puts you in a very wrong light. That's why I don't have a house right now. You know, that's why I don't have a house right now and stuff. I mean, you know, I can easily go get one. In fact, you know, and I ran this test before when I was younger, is that, you know, I had a pickup truck. I had a 93 Ford Ranger pickup truck. I had a 93 Ford Mustang, right? And I kept those things stocked. I kept it stocked. Nobody messed with it. But the second, now I kept those trucks, like I said, I kept those vehicles, and for like, let's see, I tell people all the time, don't pay for what you don't need. Stop living up to the Joneses. Absolutely, because the only thing it does, it just hurts you in the end. You know, like I said, I had a 93 Ford Ranger, 93 Ford Mustang. Vehicles were valued at nothing. They were valued at nothing. I kept them completely stocked. You know, stock radios, stock this, stock that. I saved up my money. And I went to work on my Ford Ranger. I throw some 22s on it, got the truck painted, got it complete. I mean, just went pimp my ride, right? Pimp my ride and stuff. And all of a sudden, I mean, you know, it made me feel good, but at the same time, I'm like, my pickup truck sat in my apartment complex all week. I was home on the weekends. And, you know, I started getting these looks and stuff, right? And, you know, they were good looks, like, man, hey, look, we like your vehicle. But then I started getting some more looks like, man, hey, we like that vehicle. And so it put me, you know, I would be on the road and I have nightmares and stuff about somebody stealing my rims off my truck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just worried about what's going on at home and stuff rather than what's going on out here on the road. You know, and it really did. It made me a target. You know, the people at the apartment complex. I had low profile wheels, right, on 22-inch rims, low profile wheels. The lady had my pickup truck towed because she thought that my tires were flat. Went, picked my truck up, took it to the tow yard and stuff. I had to get home. They charged me $65 a day. $65 a day to go get my truck because the woman thought that my low profile tires were flat. You know, now when my truck was sitting out there and was stocked, when it was stocked, nobody messed with it. But then now I get the pickup truck out there and stuff. Now I can't even keep it at my own car. Now I can't even keep it at my own apartment complex because I'm afraid that this woman's gonna call the tow truck company to get my car towed, to get my truck towed again. And then, Lord and behold, somebody steals my radio out of there. They stole my radio out of there and stuff, you know, because they watched me so much. They watched me so much because of the change that I made, you know, and it brought on a lot of unwanted attention. So what do you do now? Okay, you got to protect yourself by going out here and buy some more needless stuff. You got to get an alarm system. Now you got to be paying into that. When you out there on the road every week working, you got to get this alarm system and stuff. And then you got to go buy a gun or something like that because you're afraid somebody's going to rob you. And then, you know, chances, I don't believe in killing. I don't. Not for my materialistic stuff. I mean, you know, I just can't do that. You know, I tell people all the time, I say, man, listen, when I don't lock my doors because the stuff that you're going to steal from me is not going to cost as much as the damage you're going to do to break into my stuff, to steal my stuff. You know, you're going to steal a 7-inch monitor that I bought from Walmart for $149, but then you're going to break a $300-400 window. You're going to break a $300-400 window to steal a $149 radio. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy. And that's what thieves do and stuff. They don't have no consideration about, they don't have any kind of consideration about, you know, the things that, you know, the things that they damage, to get the things and stuff that they need. That's why I don't buy stuff black market, ever. I don't buy nothing black market. No black market DVDs, CDs, anybody that come up and buy them, you know, they talking about this. I don't do that. I don't do that and stuff because, see, if you want the thieving and stuff to stop, then you got to stop supporting the thieves. That's the reason why they're out here. That's why they do what they do and stuff, because they know that somebody's going to sit there with a few dollars. They're going to sit there with a few dollars and stuff and just buy these things and stuff, and then you get bored with it. And then you get bored with it and stuff when that was somebody's livelihood that went into purchasing those things and stuff that they had, and they may have ran into some kind of harm, because every single day we're always reading about how somebody's getting bashed in the head or being robbed, you know, being shot and stuff like that. I mean, I imagine could that be, you know, my sister, my brother, you know, somebody in my family stuff that got robbed because of something materialistic, you know, just so a person can be a king for a few hours. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But you see, this is the long, deep rabbit hole and stuff that you really have to consider and stuff when you're talking about money. You know, because we want money. True, we want money, and we want the money to accumulate into wealth. But what we have to start being is legacy builders. We got to be legacy builders. We got to say, man, listen, those things and stuff are nice, but what I got to be considering is the future. You know, I got my kids, they're going to have children and stuff like that. I don't want them to be doing what I'm doing. You know, staying out here on the road months at a time, years at a time. I don't want them to do that. That's why I'm doing it now, so they don't do it. so they don't have to. So when 5 o'clock roll around and stuff, they say, hey, you know what? I'm closing up shop. I'm closing up shop and everything. I'll see y'all guys tomorrow. That's that. You know, they don't have to be sitting there filling out applications and stuff, and, you know, filling out applications and, you know, begging for a job. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. I do all the begging now. I do all the crawling on my knees and stuff now, so that the future doesn't have to do that. So that the future is creating, you know, the legacy I'm creating is so that my future don't have to do that. When they fill out applications, they don't have to fill out applications for nothing. You know, they have the wealth necessary to do whatever, to do the things, stuff they want to do. But, you know, carry on with that legacy so they don't have to look back and say, well, you know, I'm sending my kids to college, but what, you know, now they got $100,000 of student debt, student loans and stuff like that. And you know, and just on the side note, the student loans and stuff, man, I'd rather owe the IRS than student loans. I really do, man. I mean, with these stipulations and stuff, because at least IRS will give you a break. They'll say, man, you know what? Student loans ain't doing that. You know, regardless, you're going over here, you're getting you an education. You're getting you an education so that you can go out here and stuff and do things and stuff that's necessary for the next generation. You know, teach them how to read, do math, and understand science and whatnot. And, you know, you're sitting over here $100,000 and you're only making $40,000 a year. And I know I kind of got off topic. I kind of got off topic. We need to go back on trucking. So, but you see, that's how deep it goes. That's really how deep it goes and stuff, man. So, yeah. If you get you a truck, if you go midway like I did, do this. See, free college should be a thing. Bernie Sanders. Okay, all right. Well, we kind of getting off topic a little bit. Let's you know, I try not to be political. You know, I try not to be political and stuff, man. So, you know, we you know, let me get back on topic. As I was saying, is that, you know, we if you go midway, right? Say you go get the 2013. So say you go get the 2013 or 2012 or the 2000, you know, and you get you something used, and it got a post-emission. It got a post-emission system on your truck. This is what you do. Go ahead, get it deleted, make your money, and then if you feel, right, if you feel that everything and stuff is everything, then get it back reinstalled. Get it back reinstalled. But eliminate anything and stuff that's going to keep you from making revenue. That's what I'm saying right there. Anything that's going to keep you from making revenue, eliminate it. So, hey, if you get the truck, get the emission system, I mean, you know, we all outlaws. Once you become an own operator, you outlaw. Once you decide to say, I'm gonna go out and get my own truck, you outlaw. So, you know, the rules in the book, they bend. That's why they in the book. They not set in stone when they break. So, why reinstall? Because if you get what you need, right? If you get what you need, and then you're trying to move to the next step, but then you're trying to move to the next step, and then people start to keep their eye on you about what you're doing, because remember now, when you take your step and you start to, when you know, everybody knows what you're doing. All the business people know what you're doing, right? So when you begin to do things in your business, people are gonna start taking notice. And when they start to take notice, you got to have plans implemented to make sure that when they begin to start snooping around, that you have plans in place to make things look as though that it's on the up and up, which they are. But you already got everything necessary and stuff in play. You know, by then they already had all the they be done had all the witch calls and stuff, all the bugs and stuff kind of worked out. Because remember, you're always being watched, and they know that you are a, see, drivers have, I can't call it a stereotype. I can't call it a stereotype. Drivers have this, we have this commonality. These leaks are so good, the only way they'll find out is they didn't work on it. And listen, hate is everywhere. Okay? Hate is everywhere. If you don't believe me, look at any popular YouTuber. Look at any popular YouTuber, and the question you got to ask is, the person, a popular YouTuber would get out here and just speak, they just make videos. So why would a person then take the time to call this person's company and lie on them and say, oh, well, this guy tried to run me off the road, or he's doing this, he's doing that? People monitor you, they watch you. Never forget that. That's strategy. They're going to watch you in every single thing that you do, especially if you're trying to be successful. Especially if you're trying to be successful. They're going to be watching you the most. And so anything that they can find on you that can hurt you and your bottom line and your business, regardless of who it is, if it's another person that's out here, if it's your dispatcher, if it's your fleet manager, it can be anyone under the sun and stuff, maybe even people in your own family. We know this to be true. So we have to stay on our guard, and we have to stay vigilant in everything that we do, and keep your head on the swivel. You know, I know people be watching my videos and stuff, and they be looking like, daggone, what is he looking at? You got to keep your head on the swivel, because you never know who's watching you. You know, I'm going live and stuff, man, and sometimes people be looking at, you like, you know, what he doing? I'm just simply giving information. I'm simply giving information, you know, with the free time and stuff that I have, because I felt that this information was important. You know, it kind of brightened my day up a little bit, you know, and it deviated me from the path that I was going to take, right? But, I mean, they're going to work with me, and so in terms, I have to give them that respect and say, okay, all right, y'all going to work with me? I'll work with y'all, you know, and I paid y'all enough money, because I don't get that 14 grand back. I don't get that back. But the parts on the truck, secure, you know, the fact that if I have to come back in here and stuff, I don't have to spend no money on diagnostics, I don't have to spend money on diagnostics, I don't have to spend money on labor and parts. So, you know, I gotta take it for what it is. You know, I made that sound decision to say, well, you know what, hey, I can take this money and go move and do something else, but, you know, I decided to give these people a chance, and, you know, it's kind of playing out and it's kind of not, but, you know, that's, unfortunately, that's the path that I took. But I am telling people that if they want to, you know, I'm taking the low road, right? And I'm telling you, that's everything that's on the low road. So that means that you shouldn't be down here on the low road with me. You should be on the high road. And, you know, when I get a report, you know, you telling me everything that's on the high road and stuff, like, you know, what you just mentioned. You got that 2019. I'm proud that you did that. Very proud that you did that. You know, because see, now, you know, that information there and stuff, you know, you can start speaking on, speaking on those things more intelligent, more than I can. You know, I got 2013 with no warranty in all capital. You know, so yep. So, you know, that's why I stand. Man, I'm gonna tell you what, man, this live stuff is very therapeutic. Gracious, man, I'm telling you, I was really feeling down, man. I mean, I was really feeling down and stuff, man. But there's something else I want to throw out there, and then I think I'll go on your end, is that I don't want people to get the impression that I'm talking down. I'm talking down on a person. You know, it's I mean, cause I was watching I'll give him a shout out, Trucker Brown. You know, many people, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, you're familiar with Trucker Brown, but he made a real good point, and he made a real good point and stuff. And so, you know, I feel like that sometimes too, is that when I say things, I'm not trying to talk down on a person. I'm just saying is that if I walk the path, right? If I walk that path and I can tell you everything that's on that path, it disappoints me when you follow the same path that I walk, when the whole purpose of me saying what I say and stuff is to give you fair warning about the road ahead and stuff, so that you don't make the same mistakes that I did, because I do not like to hear when people fall on their face. I don't. I mean, it bothers me so much I even get depressed. I do. I get depressed, man. I mean, I can't stand to hear that. I can't stand to hear that, man. I can't stand to hear when people are doing bad. You know, I mean, it really depresses me and stuff. I mean, you know, and when I get depressed, it takes a long time to shake. It takes a long time to shake and stuff, man. And, you know, I'll wind up, I'll even go to sleep with it on my mind and stuff, and it just, you know, it makes it hard for me to sleep. Sometimes, you know, sometimes, you know, I guess you guys see me when, sometimes I'll be shaved and stuff like that, be a little GQ'd and stuff, and then other days I look like a complete mess. Well, you know, now you know the difference. When I'm not looking so good, I'm depressed because I just received some bad news and stuff, and you know, other times when I'm looking good, you know, I guess I'm over that slump or that depression or whatever, you know. But that's just me, you know. That's just me and stuff, and that's the way I deal with some of the things and stuff that come my way. So, you know, trust me, I take no pleasure. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I can, you know, and I can see your point too. I can see your point too, but the problem with that is some people fall a little bit too hard. Can you school me on horsepower versus torque ratio when it comes to looking at person in a truck? Based out of North Carolina, experience is the best teacher. Yeah. Yeah, experience is the best teacher, but some people fall hard, man. They fall hard, boy, and I mean, whew, yeah, they fall hard, man. And I see a lot of myself. I see a lot of myself in everybody. I see a lot of myself in everybody, so that's why I take a particular interest. If you're giving out knowledge and they don't listen, it's out of control. Yeah, it is. It is. It's true. Let's see. The brother Jess. Let's see. Hold up. Just seen your thing not too long. I can't pull it up. Wait a minute. See, can you school me on horsepower versus torque ratio when it comes to looking for a truck? I am based out of North Carolina. All right. Hold up. Make sure I'm saying it right. J Ross 33. Take down his phone number. 252-266-8513. That's my telephone number. Text me first, and we'll have that conversation about that right there. Horsepower versus torque. And yeah, you got North Carolina, that's good. But yeah, yeah, I guess it's many different, let's see. Torque is how far you go through the wall. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's Yeah, torque versus horsepower and stuff. All depends on, let's see, horsepower is like how fast you like to get up. Yep. That pretty much sums it up right there and stuff. You know, that's it in a nutshell and stuff. But basically, you know, when you get the truck, it's going to have a certain horsepower on it, a certain amount of torque. So it's all on when you get it where you're trying to go with it. You know, cars. Some people say that they got this stuff set up at 600. They got it set up at 600 horsepower when all they do is run the East Coast. When I'm like, you know, on one hand, I mean, you like what you like, but on the other hand and stuff, it ain't necessary. You know, running up and down that, you know, it's a guy I know and stuff out of North Carolina, got a Peterbilt. He got to have that horsepower and stuff because, you know, he swear up and down, and all he do is run from North Carolina to Florida, 600 horsepower and stuff. You know, he need that giddy up and go and stuff. But at the same time, I mean, this, you know, it ain't a race. It ain't a race and stuff. You know, you ain't gonna get there any faster, any sooner, and you know. But you know, you like what you like. You know, you like what you like and stuff. He all potatoes. He all potatoes and stuff. You know. So but he says he need that horsepower and stuff like that. Which I'm saying, like, hey, we basically do the same thing and stuff. It's just, you know, he get away from me a lot faster because I got this truck here is a 455. Let's see, is taxes high in North Carolina? They're not high. They're not higher than most states. I'm gonna say North Carolina is fair. North Carolina is fair. If you want some real good tax rebates, move to South Carolina. Because South Carolina, they you know, they got a special thing going for truck drivers now and stuff. So South Carolina is, let's see, I'm based in Florida, it's great. Okay, yeah. That's good. But South Carolina got the best tax rebates for truck drivers. Period. You know, they're the best and stuff. I believe Florida is probably top 5. Let's see. South Carolina, Maine. Let's see, South Carolina, Maine. There's 2 other states out there in the Midwest. One of the Dakotas, if I'm not mistaken. I know one of the Dakotas and stuff, and then let's see, cheapest fuel in South Carolina. See, yep, fuel is cheap there, and the fuel taxes are cheap there. But yeah, top 5 and stuff. I know South Carolina is the top. Then, you know, you got Maine. Let's see, Texas, Montana, South Dakota. I don't know about Montana. And stuff. I gotta look that up. If I'm doing top 5, so I'm gonna say top 10 probably, yeah. But top 5, Montana kind of don't know. I gotta look that one up again. Let's see, got 49 minutes in. Let's see how much time I got on my logs. Oh God, I'm in violation. Okay, let's see, change a couple things around. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I said for another 4 hours, I'm good. Anyway, that's what's going on and stuff there, man. Listen, I appreciate all the comments out there, especially you, brother. Hold up, make sure I get your name right. I can't pull this thing up. Let's see, hold on. Dang it. Nope. they'll pay you to live in my. Oh, yeah, oh wow. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, brother Laurent. Let's see, Faniel Laurent. Oh, okay, all right, got you. Faniel, brother Faniel. All right, Faniel, man. Hey, listen, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that and stuff. I mean, that's what's needed. That's why I do the live chat, guys. I mean, when you got information, you put that out there, people can see it. People can see it. They can build on that. They can build on that and stuff. I mean, you know, they can build on and stuff, man. Cause we are in dire need of some real information out here and stuff, you know. Cause oh, big text, man. I wish you would have came up here early and stuff, but hey, better late than never. Better late than never. But yeah, that information that you put out there and stuff, it's very helpful. It's very helpful because I don't, yeah, you late, you know, it's $50 fine. Go ahead, cut that com check or the EFS. We'll go ahead and get you loaded up with knowledge. But yeah, that information is needed, man. It's much needed. Cause I ain't gonna even profess myself to be a know-it-all. I ain't gonna profess myself to be a know-it-all, but I like to have it all. I like to have it all. Let's see. I talked to everyone who wants to hold knowledge. Hold up. Let's see. I talked to everyone who wants to hold the knowledge. Is it helpful? Anyway, yeah, you're right. Right, but you know, people get discouraged. You know, people get discouraged and stuff, man. You know, they put information out there and stuff, and then, you know, folk don't follow through and say, well, you know, hey, I'm gonna do my own thing. You know, I'm gonna do my own thing and stuff. Cause I was raised by I don't know if you guys, if you remember him and stuff. You should remember him, Casanova 601. You know, that's who I was raised by. You know, I was his second in command. That's who I was raised by. You know, even though he won't credit himself and stuff, man, I call that dude my master teacher. You know, he won't call himself a master teacher, but I credit him as a master teacher. You know, cause he was the first brother I met that had a fleet, that I can actually talk to and sit down and say, man, hey, you know, can you tell me about this? Can you tell me about that? What is it I'm doing wrong? What is it I'm doing wrong? So on and so forth. And so when he gave me the information, I would sit there and do things totally backwards. And then we'll call him up and say, hey man, hey, Cass, no, this ain't working. You know, this ain't working. He always tell, hey, look, man, this what you doing wrong and stuff like that, you know. And so it took me a while to catch on, but eventually I caught on. You know, eventually I caught on and stuff. But I mean, here it is. I'm trying to tell this master teacher who had multiple trucks, multiple trailers, that basically what he giving me is wrong. Even though I'm trying to get on his level now. Even though I'm trying to get on his level. Every time me and him talking stuff, you know, for the first 15 minutes, he laying down everything about business. Okay, I'm changing up this protocol right here. I'm thinking about this truck right here ain't efficient, so I got to get rid of it. But I'm gonna get this truck right here. I bought a couple of trailers. I'm about to go over here and test this thing out and stuff, so on and so forth. This way, he always opened up like that. Always opening up the books and stuff. And every conversation we had, it had to be about business. It had to be about business and stuff. And then we might sit there and kind of joke around a little bit, but then we right back on business again. And so, you know, it felt good. It felt good and stuff, man, when me and him got back up in 2014. I don't know if y'all still remember that video and stuff. That was the very first time I was on YouTube. It was on his page, and we were saying that we was gearing up and going to war in this industry. You know, we was going to war and stuff. You know, he just let's see, I just got my truck. He just got his reefer unit and stuff, man. And we said we declared war on the industry, and it felt good. It felt good, you know, to be right there where he was and stuff. And me and him were talking. And we just, you know, to have that understanding. You know, it just felt real good, man. You know, I can actually talk to him on his level, and you know, even though I guess the student never really, you know, out of respect, the student never really surpassed the teacher and stuff. But you know, it's just the information that he had. With, you know, I wanted to get it and capitalize on it. And so, you know, I do this in his memory and his honor. You know, even though, you know, it's nothing wrong with him. I mean, you know, he's still here. He's just he's so, you know, he got so many projects and stuff that's going on that, let's see, he got so many projects that's going on and stuff, man, that I don't even, you know, I don't get to get up with him as much and stuff. But you know, still, it's good to know he's doing good. And so that's who raised me up. Let's see, what you tell people about home time as a home op. Well, the only, you know, my situation is different from a lot of other people. You know, I don't mind being out here, but that's because I don't have wife and kids. I don't have wife and kids and stuff. I don't have anything at home, you know, that really need any kind of tentativeness. So, you know, what I do tell people is to build your business around your home, right? Build a triangle around your home so that if you need to go, you ain't too far away from it. Doesn't matter what direction you go, doesn't matter what direction you go in. If you have to go home, you're never too far away. Like, well, you know, you build that triangle. Okay, just like you got New Year's and stuff coming up, people gonna get loaded Monday. They're gonna get loaded Monday. They're gonna tell you, hey, we ain't taking the load till Wednesday. So, you know, you're going from one direction to another direction, but you got home right there in the center, so you can go home. And you know, you go home, even though it's gonna be a little bit out of route. But you know, the thing is, what you gonna do? You're gonna, you know, either you're gonna sit in the truck stop, spending money. You know, no matter what you got in this truck, you're gonna wind up spending money. You know, you can have an APU in here, it's still gonna cost you. Run your truck, still gonna cost you. You know, you stay in the truck stop, still gonna cost you. So, you know, what's more efficient? You know, can you go home? And when you go home and stuff, are you taking care of the things you need to take care of? You know, so that people don't miss you as much. Cause, you know, you can't, unless you got a real firm understanding with what's going on with your home life, you can't jump out here with a wife and kids and talk about, man, I'm gonna stay out here on this road for a whole year, and I'm gonna just talk to my wife and my family through FaceTime. Somebody gonna get weak. Somebody gonna get weak, and it ain't always the woman. It's not always the woman, you know. So let's be real on that too. You know, as long as the sacrifice is understood about what you're doing, then, you know, I say proceed with caution. But as far as home time, you know, build a triangle around your business, and that way, you know, if you want to go home, you can. You know, the weekend comes up, you know, you say what's more important. You know, well, I ain't gonna say what's more important, but it's a balance of the two, home life and work life. But, you know, of course, if you in a position like I'm in, you can just throw yourself all in. Hey, nobody's gonna miss you. You rest assured on that. Ain't nobody gonna miss you. They might play it every now and again, send you a few texts and stuff like that, but you know, they ain't gonna miss you. Let's see, wife and kids, I still do 3-4 months out. Okay, that's because that sacrifice that you making is understood. That's why you can do it. Where most people go wrong in those situations there is that they might do 3-4 months out of stuff, and then, you know, they kind of deviate from the plan that was laid out, because, you know, she gonna want to know, she want to know an explanation, and you got to give her one. Hey, listen, I'm staying 3-4 months out, but this is what the plan is right here. That's right. Them goals are real important and stuff. And the thing is that, you know, you got stuff laid out, but you see people kind of deviate from those plans and stuff, and then all of a sudden you see them and they say, well, hey, things done changed. They ain't in that truck no more. Like, hey man, I had to let the truck go. I had to let the truck go and stuff, because when it was understood that you were gonna be out there for that amount of time, you was out there lollygagging and stuff, you know, smiling and beguiling, and, you know, smiling and beguiling, being in those chrome shops. But then when it's time to get those bills paid and stuff, you know, now you got a different story to tell. Oh, well, you know, hey, listen, I'm in the hole this week. But then, you know, you just dropped a couple videos and stuff about you being in a chrome shop, getting the truck polished and stuff, and y'all, you know, sitting down, eating, chopping it up with people and stuff like that, you know, instead of saying, you know, taking care of what got to be taken care of. You know, now you got to give it up, or she leaving. Because, see, now you lied to her. You lied to her and stuff. You know, what do you tell her and stuff? You know, she depending on you. You the bread. I ain't gonna say you. Well, yeah, you the breadwinner pretty much. That come with that sacrifice and stuff. I mean, you know, hey, you got to be out here and stuff. Somebody got to hold down the fort. You can't expect her to work full time. You know, y'all got children and stuff like that. Chrome and chicken lights are a waste of money. Not really. If you know how to, you know, it's, if your truck paid off, and you ain't trying to upgrade and get you nothing else, then yeah, then them chrome shops kind of help you. But see, again, your financial situation is a lot different too. You know, when your truck paid off and stuff, when you used to paying, you know, you sitting there paying, you know, $1,000 a week, and you ain't got it no more. You ain't got that truck payment no more and stuff. You got $4,000. You got $4,000. You got to start answering up to now. So, and you saying, hey, I love my truck, right? And I ain't trying to upgrade to get nothing else. Then you see, yeah, going to the chrome shop being helpful. You know, getting chicken lights and, you know, getting your truck polished and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll take, you know, yeah, I'll take the top stuff over there. See, that's necessary, because again, you got $4,000 of revenue you got to answer up to, because you were successful in the lease. So, but it don't do no good when you paying $1,000 a week for a truck, and then you ain't nowhere to paying it off. But then you saying, well, I want the truck to look good. No, that don't help then. You know, I know from experience. Let's see, too many lights, one goes out, it's a violation. Yeah, yeah, when that's the drawback, man. You know, having a flashy truck is that, you know, having a flashy truck and stuff is gonna bring attention. And if they hungry enough, man, they coming after you. They coming after you and stuff, man. You know, hey, this dude here, you know, you got that light out and stuff, yeah, $150. And you sitting over here with 300 lights. 300 lights, and you have a malfunction, you know. But if you gonna run that many lights and stuff, I mean, first off, you already gonna know how to do all the wiring and stuff anyway. So, you know, most people that run those lights know what they're doing. Of course, I don't know how, even though I think it's a neat setup, but you know, I don't know how to do it. So I can't run chicken lights. And the other thing, I don't haul chickens no more either, for some reason. But you know, that's neither here nor there. fellas, we got about 1 hour and 5 minutes in and stuff. So, hey, listen, again, I want to appreciate y'all for hearing me out and stuff like that. I know when it comes to that after treatment system, it's not something that's fair. It's not something that's fair. A lot of money, a lot of time, money, and resources. A lot of time, energy, and resources is spent in trying to make sure that you stay in compliance. But a lot of times you gotta do what you gotta do. And I see now they kind of breaking down to where they saying they want to help out, but for some of us it's just a little bit too late. I mean, what do you can't really. It's just like a thief. They broke in your house and then they saying, well, I'm a reform, I'm reformed now. Yeah, you reformed, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to leave you around my valuables, so I got to watch you with the side eye and stuff, so to speak, until you prove yourself to be totally and completely reformed. So, we're going to keep an eye on it. And like I said, they got the hooks in me and stuff, so it ain't really much I can do at this point here, but let them do what they got to do, and I'll just report on whatever happens and stuff on my end. So, for those that are still interested, stay the course, do what you got to do and stuff. I'm just telling you, hey, if you can delete it, delete it. But and that's just to eliminate your obstacle to make the money. Once you got your money, then implement plan B and plan C and plan D. And with that being said, this man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact finding studies, honest on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.